for tonight, or did you really
Um,
confident the Chiefs were it?
I didn't know. I really didn't know, and I'm actually very pleasant surprised. We had really a bunch of shirts, but you
Okay.
know, my uncle, diehard Chiefs fan, he pulled up with hats, shirts, all this stuff, and he was calling it from the beginning. So he
He's,
was dying on that hill. But
he's been a Chiefs fan for a while. Where's that come from?
I don't know. He's only lived in Ohio and Florida, so I don't know how he got the KC Connect, but he's been it for a long time. So
Hmm.
that's his thing. So
And then, can you just describe yourself as a player?
I would say, and it shows on tape. It would be high motor, physical player. That's just my strengths. That's what I put on tape. I like being around the ball as much as possible, and do what I can to contribute.
We'll go next to
Like,
Pete Sweeney. Pete?
I have two questions. First of all, congratulations. Can you tell us a little bit more about your relationship with George?
George. So George and I are coached by the same coach, Mark Hagan. He had him at Purdue, and then Coach Hagan came to us. But the relation with George is he was training with us just because free facility, off season, and so my coach was like, I think this would be a good person to get in with. He's a smart guy. I think you would relate to him a little bit. So obviously take advantage of what you can. And I was doing Zoom meetings, or not Zoom meetings, like film study with him, watching plays. He was watching practice, being like, "Oh, that's bad. You got to fix that." Like, he's very critical, but in a lot of ways, he helped refine how I pass rush and get to this level to be considered. So it's kind of like a mentor type role. I don't be like trying to blow his phone up too much. I try to
Right.
respect it, but now he ain't got no choice. He's stuck with me. So
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine now. And speaking of that, athleticism, you were included on a pre-draft. It's called the Freaks List. I guess where does that come from? Like that pass rush and that athleticism that you bring to the pass rushing.
you said where's it come from?
Yeah, like
Um, Really, it just comes from like just the work you put in. Like, I've always taken lifting serious. My mom was my strength coach in high school, so a lot of twitch based movements, leg pushes, all that kind of stuff. So I've worked a long time to get to this, and obviously my strength coaches. I've had great strength coaches throughout my time, and if you just take it serious, that's kind of how it translates. So I would just accredit that to them.
We'll hear from Harold next. Go ahead, Harold.
Thank you.
Hey, Ashton, congratulations. First things first, I just want to clarify. You said your uncle was the Chiefs fan?
Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
second, what were your conversations like with Steve Spagnuolo and the defensive staff there with the Chiefs that led you to think that was going to be a good fit for you?
It's one of those things where you can read the room and you get the energy from the room. And obviously, my Zoom calls with him were very good. Anytime I met him, it was really good. But it's just, again, familiarity. I already know a little bit about the organization because of George. I know, obviously, winning culture and the work mentality. So obviously, those are great things for me because that's what I've been around and that's what works best for me. So again, Spagnoli's a character. For me, he's been. I don't know if he's with y'all, but he's been funny. Definitely a really cool dude and very knowledgeable too.
We'll go to Matt Derrick next. Matt?
Hey, Ashton, congratulations.
Thank you.
I read that you were 212 pounds when you enrolled at Louisville, and now you're like
Yeah,
264.
yeah.
How did that happen? How did you put 50 pounds on?
I really just didn't eat, and it wasn't even like diet or nothing. It's just Florida. It's just so hot, and the school I was busy. I was trying to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Get in the books, and I just didn't find time to eat during the day. So I was just always really skinny, really light. And when I got up to Louisville, dietitian, ooh, I was eating 3 good meals a day. It was just it came naturally, and it obviously thankfully came on the right way. It wasn't just fat, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'd like to think I got good genetics for that.
And you finished your career, one of the all-time schools, all-time leading rushers as far as sacks go, but also tackles for a loss. What to you is the key to that? What's the key to getting after the quarterback and to getting stops in the backfield?
I think again, good things happen when you're around the ball, and I put a lot of effort on the field. And obviously, the great rushers, they hit obviously physical, they're fast. But the thing that separates a lot of people is your discipline, your technique, and your effort. those are things you can't negotiate. So for me, that's what's allowed me to do is obviously playing within our scheme, knowing, okay, well, this guy has my back on the inside. So on this play, I'll cover him or he'll cover me. And just being able to play like that, that's how you get sacks. That's how you get production. So again, sorry. A little goofy.
We'll go back to Sam McDowell, and it looks like we just have a couple more for you. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Ashton, I just wanted to clarify. Have you talked to George since you got drafted? Have you guys been able to connect yet?
No, I haven't called him yet. I was kind of getting mobbed by my family, so I didn't really get a chance to call him yet. Probably call him after this. Probably actually call my coaches, my Louisville coaches first, and then cycle back. But look forward to it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And we'll go next to Vahe Gregorian. Go ahead, Vahe.
Hey, Ashton, congratulations. I think I heard correctly that your mom was your strength coach at one point.
Yeah.
Or still is. Can you just describe a little of that dynamic and what's her athletic background?
My mom played soccer. Mom, you want to just spill? You want to spill? No. My mom's right here. But she plays soccer. She does CrossFit. So she really kind of got me into CrossFit at a young age. And she was kind of like mentoring me. Like, that's why I had no upper body really going into college. Because she didn't do no bench. Because she was like, that's not like a lift I do. So I was doing squat, clean, basically anything else besides upper body. And again, it works out. You know, got strong legs because of it. But, you know, it's a weird dynamic because if your mom yells at you as a coach, you're like, rah, and you can't really get mad because it's your mom. So
Thank you.
And we'll
Thank you.
close things out with Matt Derrick. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually had one more question for you. You're academic All-American. I mean, not many academic All-Americans make it to the NFL. How proud of you are of that accomplishment? And what would you be doing if you weren't a football player?
My sister's going crazy. But what I would be doing if I wasn't a football player, you know, now I got a communications degree, so probably, you know, maybe somewhere in broadcast, probably find that avenue, but like business or real estate probably be my path now. So, but you know, obviously, mom was very hard on me. Sister's very hard on me. Sister's a doctor, so very high standards for academics. So you know, I had to be smart. Grades are a requirement. So, I don't know. It just kind of happens like that.
Well, it looks like that's all the questions that they have for you tonight, Ashton, but congratulations again, and we'll see you soon in Kansas City.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.